Oh God. Okay. All right. I don't know how to get into this, but we got a no scripter here today. Just a story. And hang on, it's gonna be some chapters to this story, but don't worry about it. Let me just give me a few seconds on. Let me ponder how I wanna start this off. Oink oink. So apparently I was wrong about MAGA. Now let me take you to the start of the story. This is another train story. I'm waiting for the train station, minding my business, and this woman is on the other side of the train tracks, and she sees me, and then her eyes widen, and then she packs up all her stuff, and she goes over like where I catch the train at. There's a bridge, and to get on the other side of the track, she hops over the bridge, then comes down the steps over to me, and she asks me, which train is it to catch, yada yada, to point A to point B, which is very understandable because it's kind of confusing, especially if you're catching a train for the first time. So I tell her, oh, that side you're on is where you want to be to get where you gotta go. And then she goes, all right. She goes, okay, now how do you tell the time? Mind you, above me, there's a clock, a digital clock that has the number on it. So I just kind of, like, she's right there. I'm not really paying attention to her because as soon as she asked me that, I was already pissed off. Why was I pissed off? It's Monday morning. Like, come on now. So I go, the clock's up there to help you. But I was very polite though. I had my customer service voice on and everything. I was very polite. Now, after she says, okay, thank you, she then stands there and looks at me for a few seconds. And mind you, no one else is out here. It's pretty empty at the train station. I'm just waiting for my train. And she goes, she goes, do you know what MAGA is? Now, in no context can that like be a good conversation for anything. But specifically, me waiting for the train station on Monday morning at like 10 o'clock a.m. I went from my customer service voice to my I don't fuck with nobody. I don't go anywhere. I don't know nobody. I stay in the house. I don't like none of you people voice. And I just started playing dumb. I said, I have no clue what that is. Hoping that she just be like, oh yeah, okay. Or hoping that I don't know what the fuck I was hoping, to be honest with you. Right? So then this woman goes, obviously I'm expecting to say "Make America Great Again," which I'm not trying to get political again on Monday morning at 10 a.m. But then she goes, it stands for "Make Africa Great Again." If the first red flag was her not being able to tell the digital time, and the second red flag was her being MAGA, then the third red flag was definitely make Africa great again, because that threw me for a loop. And luckily, I had switched my mode from customer service to I don't fuck with nobody mode. So I just said, unfazed, huh? That was all I gave her. Because I didn't want whatever she had in store for me, I did not want it. And then she's still standing there staring at me. So then I'm like, oh boy, what's about to happen? And then she goes, did you know Africans killed my entire family? This is Monday morning at 10 a.m. What am I supposed to do with that information? So then I said, because again, I'm not in my customer service voice, I said, huh. As soon as she said that, not only did I have 500 questions, but I was also laughing inside. Like, damn, yo, your family got Hotel Rwanda, yo. Like, goddamn, that's not funny. That's actually messed up. So, she then stands there, and she just like glares at me really intensely, like I did something wrong to her. And I'm like, shit, this is about to bite me in the ass somehow. And she runs off. Literally, she doesn't walk off. She runs off. And then she goes back. She takes her stuff. She goes back over the bridge, comes down the other side of the train tracks. And when she comes down the train tracks, she just starts yelling obscenities at me. I had no clue what I did. She started calling me every slur in the book. She told me to go back to my country. She said I was a terrible human being. She hoped I died, etc., etc. This is a good moment in this story to mention that this was a black woman, by the way. This woman was the same complexion as me. So clearly, something's not going on right in the head. And since I know that something's not going on right in her head, I think to myself, how can I defuse this situation so that she's no longer yelling at me? Because again, it's a Monday morning, 10 a.m. It's not even 12 p.m. and we already starting off with the bullshit. So she's yelling at me. She's going, go back to your country. Yeah, you fucking terrorist. You goddamn terrorist. You stupid ass nigga. Go back to your fucking country. And I'm just like, I don't know what these Africans did to her, yo. But damn. So since she's not right in the head, I was thinking to myself, if I confuse her enough, she's just going to have like a factory reset and she's not going to bother me. So as she's yelling at me to go back to my country, I go, me all the way across the other side of the train tracks. I go, me, I'm not African. I'm actually Asian. I'm Chinese. And for a split second, she stopped yelling and she looked at me. And I almost had her. She almost took it into consideration. I honestly don't know why she didn't, buy the whole thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure my story was really believable. But for some reason, she just kept yelling at me to go back to Africa. Goddamn. Fuck I do. And after that, I mean, I was just getting yelled at. Like, period. There was nothing I could do. I was bewildered. First of all, I was just sitting there like, damn, I really thought that would work. I almost had it. At this point, I'm just anxious because this random woman is yelling at me. And I feel as if someone comes up the steps and they see some woman yelling at me, they're instantly going to think that I'm the issue. So I'm like, God damn it. And then, but at least she's on the other side of the train tracks. That's the plus. I just gotta like watch the steps in the elevator on the other side of the train tracks, just in case she get in it. Cause if she get in it and she come back over here, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm pulling out that nest and I'm hitting her with that PK fire. She's not going nowhere here. I'm not responsible for my actions. I was just defending myself, watching the train. And if you would have seen my video on my main squeeze, you would have known the next thing that I'm about to say when it comes to crazy people. Shameless self-plug here. So again, reminiscing that video. The stairs in the elevator are right there. I'm eyeing them. And she's walking back and forth, yelling at me. Now the thing is, occasionally, she'll turn around. And I'm not trying to make eye contact with her at all. So what I did was I was watching the stairs and she would go into like she would go into that little hut where the stairs are, and I get anxious, but then she come back out and then she start walking back and forth, yelling at me. And so then I'm like, all right, let me just keep my eye on her, but like not look at her. And it's just a loop that kept repeating itself, because she would walk this way and she would get out of my peripherals and I would be like, I would still hear her footsteps though, but then I wouldn't hear her footsteps anymore, and I'd be like, damn, she coming. And I would look for her and she'd be right there, and I would whip around, and at the same time I whipped around, she would whip around, and then she would just start yelling at me again. She called me a whole terrorist. Like, goddamn, what did I do? And to make matters worse, I thought I was having a schizophrenic episode or some shit, because she was like, you're all the same. You get off of work and then you come home and jerk off. And I was like, bitch, I'm stressed. Can I not have some relief? Goddamn. How did you know that? Who told you? But, nope, she's very real. Or she was very real. I don't know what she was or is now. And the train was hella late that day. That was the longest 20 minutes of my life waiting for that train as this woman went on a tirade about how I'm a terrible human being across the train tracks. Now that gets to the point of the actual video. Now, oink, oink. Hate do not look good on you. Hate, oh my God. You got all that hate in your heart. If you carrying some hate in your heart, you got to drop that shit today, because that was not a good look for her. Because I wasn't even like upset that she was saying all this crazy shit to me. I was just bewildered and confused and just like sad. Like, damn, like you got that much hatred in your heart. Like, and it's only Monday morning, 10 a.m. Like, you need to go back to whatever home, hut, or box you crawled out of and just start your whole day over, because you starting off on the wrong foot with all that anger and stuff. That can't be healthy for your arteries. You gonna croak away at a young age doing all that, carrying all that hate. I used to think being a hater was fun, but that must have been a sign from the universe or something that, you need to stop being out here hating on these people. Let them be. Because that shit, oof, that was not a good look at all. And the purpose of this video, as you see this, is stop being a hater, bro. Like, it's all right to let some love in your heart. All right. Bye. Yeah, that whole time I'm waiting for the train, I'm really confused. I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck did I do? I just woke up today. That's all I did. Why am I getting this energy? All I did was wake up. Oh my God.